Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name is Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. A feast of combat sports the whole weekend. UFC, boxing events on, just non-stop. I want to talk about Sonny Edwards. For me, you have to start putting respect on this bloke's name, right? I think he could be the most talented fighter the UK's ever produced. I really believe that. Absolutely stunning performance he put on Saturday night. And not only on Saturday night, his previous fight. Now, what you have to understand about Sonny Edwards is he's fighting in a lower weight class, right? Traditionally, the flyweight divisions, the light flyweights, they don't bring in big eyes or big money. You never see flyweights headlining a pay-per-view. So he's up against it in that respect. He's not going to knock people out, right? He's not a KO merchant. You don't watch Sonny Edwards to see a knockout, right? You watch Sonny Edwards to see a stunning display of boxing, pure boxing fundamentals, the sweet science, however you want to label it. Sonny Edwards is that bloke. His skills are absolutely sublime, absolutely sublime. And I think what a lot of people or what a lot of fans don't take into consideration is he's pulling certain moves off against world-class fighters, mandatory challenges. It's not against black cab drivers or part-time electricians. These are some of the best fighters in the world he's pulling these moves off against in his weight class. I mean, the segment in that fight on Saturday night against Mohammed Wasim, it was like, wow. It was that stunning, it made your jaw drop. And that's not me that's not me hyping this or over-talking this. This skill set is just ridiculous. The counter-punching and the way he just glides in and out of distance. Do you know how hard that is? That is unbelievably hard, and you have to be that talented and that you have to have that much belief in yourself that you know the exact second when to slip or evade a punch. Otherwise, you're going to get knocked out, aren't you? If you've got your hands down and you time that a second wrong, you're going to get put to sleep. Sonny Edwards is a master of this. He's the closest thing I've seen to Floyd Mayweather from the UK for a long time, if ever. I mean, you can compare him to Prince Nassim Hamed. I've got to say, I think Sonny Edwards technically is a better fighter than Prince Nassim Hamed. Now, we all love Nas, and he was an unbelievable showman, right? But if you actually look at it from a technique point of view, Nassim Hamed did things extremely wrong. His chin was always in the air. His defense wasn't great. Sonny Edwards' defense is very tight. It's on point. Like, yes, he'll have his hands down and things like that, but that's more to get his opponent to throw a shot, and then he can counter that. But his defense is pretty solid. And one thing that amazed me on Saturday night is he stood and traded with Wasim. He didn't just fight on the back foot. His coach, Grant Smith, would have wanted him to just stay on the back foot, box your way to victory and don't take any damage. But Mohammed Wasim made it scrappy, made it dirty, right? He was putting his elbow in, he was putting his head in, everything was going in. And Sonny Edwards proved he can play that game. He didn't look overawed. He stood in the pocket with Wasim when he had to. And he showed he can make it dirty. He's a very, very clever fighter, Sonny Edwards. And he's not getting the respect he deserves from me. I think every fight he's proven how good he is. But for me, you've got to put more respect on that bloke's name because his skill set is truly, truly stunning. And it takes a lot for me to say this from a boxer. And I tune in to watch Sonny just to watch the skills because I like the sweet science. It's not all about blood, guts and knockouts. I love how a fighter making another fighter look ordinary, right? And as I said, it may look easy what Sonny Edwards is doing, but it's extremely, extremely hard to just the way he acts in certain scenarios of the fight, right? The slipping, the countering, right? The lead hooks, the combinations. It's a master at work. He's an absolute master at work, Sonny Edwards, and he's proven that not only does he have the ability, he's got the work ethic. Right? You never see him out of shape. He's not got a 6-pack or a 10-pack, and he's not going to have that type of body. But he doesn't need it. He's like a small Tyson Fury to an extent. That's what he's like. But the skills are just sublime. Can Probellum build him into a massive pay-per-view star? Probellum, obviously, they're new to the game. We all know who's behind it and we all know who's involved with it. But they have got a TV date with Eurosport, but can they build him to a big name in the UK? Because fighting in Dubai, it's not going to sell out, is it? I mean, it wasn't great, the lack of fans there, was it? Now, you've got to give Probellum time, because they were start-up, aren't they? I know people involved have been around a long time, Richard Schaefer and other people involved. They've been in boxing a long time, but as a promotional company, they are a start-up. So you've got to give them time. I like what they're doing. I can see the vision for it. I think they'll do good things in boxing, Probellum. I really do. But it's not Sky, is it? And it's not even DAZN to an extent. I know it's on Eurosport, but the marketing behind it it's in its infancy. You know, if you ask people on the streets, Sonny Edwards is fighting on Saturday, do you know what channel it's on? They're going to say no, aren't they? So they've got to be able to prove they can build a big star on their own platform. But I like what they're doing. It's not great having empty seats there, but it is what it is. It's in Dubai. So, you know, you're not going to have a full house to watch Sonny Edwards fight, are you? As much as I believe in Sonny Edwards, he's still got to build, as a small fighter, flyweight in the flyweight division, he's still got to build that profile more, but he's doing that. And he's doing exceptionally well. He's doing a lot better than what most flyweights do, especially in the UK, because that division, historically, they don't create big names. And Sonny Edwards is on his way to becoming a household name in the UK. I believe that. He just needs bigger push. His skills does the talking, right? He talks well himself, so he knows how to promote a fight. But he needs a good dance partner now, as Cesar Martinez, the likes of them. You want to see them in big unification fights because, I mean, we could look back and it's not a feat to say Sonny Edwards could be the greatest boxer British has ever produced. Right? I know I said that about Josh Taylor. But even Josh Taylor, to an extent, he's not as naturally gifted as Sonny Edwards. He's not. He's a sublime fighter, Josh Taylor, take away the last performance. But he has to work extremely hard to get himself to that level where Sonny Edwards is just, yes, he obviously works hard, but you can just see there's things in there that his coach ain't teaching him. That's just natural ability. That's just pure natural ability that Sonny Edwards has. And most fighters don't benefit from that. Sonny Edwards does. I enjoy watching the bloke fight. He might not be everyone's cup of tea. I don't know why. I think there are a lot of fans who want to see knockouts. You know, they don't want to see people outboxing people, but there is a fan base for that. People who enjoy the sweet science, which a lot of boxing fans do. Boxing fans aren't stupid. They enjoy the way Sonny Edwards fights because it truly is watching a master at work. An absolute master. Let me know what you think. Do you think Sonny Edwards could be one of Britain's greatest ever fighters? Do you think I'm overhyping it? Did you enjoy his performance? Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.